Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Future I. Dear students, in this class I am going to explain multiple choice questions from the chapter Pair of Linear Equations in Two Variables. Before going to start the class, there is a request from my side. Still, if you have not subscribed for my channel, kindly subscribe and share the video. And all multiple choice questions of this chapter I am completing in one shot. Now let's start the class. Before going to take the question, so let me remind you the important concept and formulas which comes under this chapter. Children, from this chapter you are going to get 4 marks in your annual examination. See, in this chapter, first you have to concentrate and understand this table very well, because from this table itself you can easily score 2 marks. Here ratios there and its graphical representation, and this column belongs to algebraic representation, and it is related to whether it is consistent or inconsistent. See, the first ratio A1 by A2, which is not equals to B1 by B2. In this case we are going to get intersecting lines, means the lines which intersect like this, which passes one on another. So these kind of lines will be having exactly one solution, and these are called consistent. So this is also very important, children. They will be asking in multiple choice questions. Next ratio is A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2 is equals to C1 by C2. Look at here. All the ratios are equal here. Here there is a equal symbol and here there is a equal symbol. See, when all the ratios are equal, in that case we gonna to get coincident lines. The lines which falls on one another. Now here there is a line L and line M also falls on L itself, just like this. Now both the lines are falling on one another. So these kind of lines we call it as coincident lines. So coincident lines always have infinitely many solutions, and these are also consistent. But very important is these are also dependent consistent. So very important, keep it in the mind. The first one is only consistent, but the second one, when we are getting infinitely many solutions, it is related to consistent dependent. Next, third ratio. In the third ratio, see, first equals there and then which is not equals. A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2, which is not equals to C1 by C2. In this case, we are going to get parallel lines, and these kind of lines, they do not have any solutions. Parallel line means the parallel lines, they'll be like this. They never meet at all. Hence, they never have any solutions. Hence, these are called inconsistent. So very important, children. So from this table itself, you will get 2 marks. So I'm remembering again all these ratios, keep it in the mind. See, A1 by A2, which is not equals to B1 by B2, we having intersecting lines. Exactly one solution, and these are consistent. Second ratio, A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2 is equals to C1 by C2. These are coincident lines. They have infinitely many solutions, and these are also called dependent consistent. And third ratio is A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2, which is not equals to C1 by C2. Here we are going to get parallel lines and they have no solution, hence these are called inconsistent. Next, let us move on to another point. See, here you have to keep this general form also in your mind, children. The general form of pair of linear equations in two variable is A1x plus B1y plus C1 is equals to 0, and A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equals to 0, where A1, B1, C1 A2, B2, C2 are real numbers. So this is very important. So here, what are all the values? We will take it at the place of A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2 and C2. All these will be real numbers. And there is a very important condition, that is A1 square plus B1 square, which should not be equals to 0. Similarly, A2 square plus B2 square should not be equals to 0. I mean, the square of A1 plus square of B1 should not be equals to 0. And square of A2 plus square of B2 should not be equals to 0. So that says by these conditions. So next point is, a pair of linear equations can be solved algebraically by any of the following methods. I mean, we have three methods, children. The first one is substitution method, second is elimination method, and the third one is cross multiplication method. And for this year, they have deleted this cross multiplication method. Next, fourth point is, the pair of linear equations can also be solved geometrically or graphically. See, whenever they give you a pair of linear equation in two variables, that we can be solved geometrically or graphically. So geometrically means we have here three methods. So graphically means we have to prepare a table and then we have to go by solving the graph. So these are the very important things from this chapter. You wanted to keep it in your mind, children. But very, very important is that table and this general form, and these things you keep it in the mind. Now let us move on to the question section, children. The pair of equations 5x minus 15y equals to 8 and 3x minus 9y equals to 24 by 5 as first one solution, second one is two solution, infinitely many solution, and even is no solutions. So first look at the given equations, children. So you have to check whether these equations are in standard form or not. So just now I said it in the last slide. I mean, here I clearly said that. So this is the standard form, so or the general form. So both the equation has to be in this form. Now look at here. So these two are not in a standard form because this constant has to go left side and this constant also. So for that, first let me convert these into standard form. So first let me take the second equation. So because here there is a denominator, so here nothing means 1 will be there. Let us do the cross multiplication, children. So 5 multiplied by these two terms. Now 5 multiplied to 3x, so we get 15x, and again 5 multiplied to 9, we get 5 9s are 45y, which equals to 24. Next consider the first one, and this 8 you transfer this side, children, we get it minus 8. Now it is in standard form. And now consider the second one, I mean second equation, and it is also not in a standard form. So because this 24 you send it left side. Now this is in standard form. I mean now both the equations, so this and this both are in standard form. Now we have to find the ratios to say whether it has one solution or two solution or infinitely many solution or no solution. So for that we have to cancel these things, children. 5 1s and 5 3s. So it means here we are getting 1 by 3, and similarly let me do it here. So 15 1s and 15 3s. So here also I am getting 1 by 3, and here also 8 1s and 8 3s. So I am getting 1 by 3 itself. I mean here minus divided by minus means we get plus itself, and here also minus divided by minus means I'll get it plus itself. So just now we have seen that all ratios are equal, hence we can say that it has infinitely many solutions. That is option C. Move on to the next one, children. The sum of the digit of two-digit number is 9. If 27 is added to it, the digit of the numbers get reversed. The number is, options are 25, 72, 63, 36. Children, understand the problem. Here they are talking about sum of two digits. So sum of two digit is 9. So for that number, if we add 27, the digit gets reversed. I mean, see here 25 is there. So find the sum of 2 and 5. I mean, sum of digits they are talking. So 25 contains 2 digits. One is 2 and another one is 5. So sum of 2 and 5 is 7. So they are talking about sum of 2 digits is 9. Hence this cannot be the answer. Next come here. So add 7 plus 2. So we are getting 9. Now 27 we wanted to add for 72. So if you add 27 plus 72, how much you will get? So we get that 99. So 72 reverse number is 27, but we are getting 99. And this is also count. Next come here. So 6 plus 3. So it is giving 9 children. Now let us check whether we get 27 or not. So add 27 for 63. So 27 add to 63. How much we get? We get that 70, 80, 90 we get. So 63 reverse form is 36. So this is also wrong. Next move on to the last one. So definitely it will be the correct answer. When all these 3 wrong children, definitely it has to be the correct one. So no need to check. In that case directly you can shade this answer. So let me check it out here. So 3 plus 6 is 9. Now add 27 to this 36. So how much we will get? So we get that 63. Yeah, now 36 reverse number is 63. Hence the correct option is D. Move on to the next one, children. Graphically, the pair of equation 6x minus 3y plus 10 equals to 0, 2x minus y plus 9 equals to 0 represent two lines which are intersecting at exactly one point, intersecting exactly at 2 points, are coincident or parallel. See children, almost all the problems we are seeing on that table itself. So to say answer for this one, first consider the given equations and check it whether it is in standard form or not. See, both the equations are in standard form. So now we have to check their ratios. So for that we have to divide here. So 2 ones and 2 threes. So for this we are getting 3, and here also nothing means 1 will be there. So here also we will get it plus 3 only, and here 3. So 9 and 10 we cannot be cancelled by any table, children. So hence here only 3 we got, and here we have got 3, means these two are equal, and here this 3 is not equals to the ratio of 10 by 9. Therefore what we can say, these two are equal. I mean A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2, which is not equals to C1 by C2. So this is related to parallel lines. Therefore option D is correct. Move on to the next one, children. The pair of equations x plus 2y plus 5 equals to 0 and minus 3x minus 6y plus 1 equals to 0 have options are a unique solution, exactly 2 solution, infinitely many solutions, and no solution. So first consider the equations. So before that check whether these are in standard form or not. So this is also in standard form and it is also in standard form. Now consider both the equations and let us find its ratios. So here nothing means 1 will be there. So here we are getting so 1 by 3, and here plus sign is there, children, and here minus is there. So we get minus 1 by 3, and here 2 ones and 2 threes, and here plus there, and here minus there. Plus divided by minus is minus only. So we get minus 1 by 3 only, and here 5 by 1 is there. So 5 by 1 means we get 5. Now these two are equal and this is not equals to 5. So this is related to, I mean A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2, which is not equals to C1 by C2. So it is related to parallel lines. So parallel lines always have no solution. Hence the correct answer is D. Move on to the next one, children. A pair of linear equation is consistent. See, I said when I explained the table. So consistent is related to first ratio as well as the second ratio. Then the lines will be whether parallel, always coincident, intersecting, or coincident, always intersecting. children, parallel lines, they never have any solution. If there is no solution, it is not consistent, it is inconsistent and always coincident. See, consistent we have for coincident line as well as for incident line, not only for coincident. They are talking about here always coincident. So this is also not right answer. So C is the correct answer. See, intersecting or coincident. This is the absolutely correct one. Always intersecting means that is also wrong. So correct option is C, intersecting or coincident line. Move on to the next one. The pair of equations y equals to 0 and y equals to -7 has one solution, two solution, infinitely many solution, no solution. So to make you to understand, I have to draw a graph here. See, whenever y equals to 0, see here x coefficient is not given. So x coefficient is not given means x also will be 0. So for this we are getting x also 0 and y also 0. If you draw graph for 0, 0, it passes through the origin. Means like this. So this x-axis only the line for this equation, y equals to 0. So similarly, see for y equals to -7. So here also x value will be 0. So -7. So 0, 7. So 0 is here, -7 is here. I mean green line. So first we have got this red line and next we have got this green line. Now compare these two lines, how these two lines are looking. So both are parallel. So if they are parallel, obviously they don't have any solution. So correct option is D, no solution. And you can understand like this also, children. See here y equals to 0, here y equals to -7. Left hand sides are equal, therefore right hand side parts also should be equal. But here 0 is not equals to 7. 0 cannot be equal to -7. 0 is equals to 0 only. So when these two are not equal, so we have no solutions. So you can do your mind work also for this problem. Next, move on to the another one. The pair of equations x equals to a and y equals to b graphically represent lines which are parallel, intersecting at b, a, coincident, intersecting at a, b. Children, for this you have to give any value for a. So for example, a value I'll give as 4 and y value I'll give as 5. So you can give any values, not a problem. And let me draw a graph for this one, how we have done for the last problem. In similar way we have to do for this also. Yeah. See, when x equals to 4, so your y term is missed. So y you have to take 0. So 4, 0 you will get for this. So 4, 0 means, so 4 is here. So 0 means 0 also coincide here itself. So this line passes through this point. So similarly here y equals to 5. So y equals to 5 means x will be 0 now. So 0, 5. So 0 is here, 5 is here. Now this line you have to draw. Okay. Now check where these two lines are coinciding. These two lines are coinciding at this point. Now what is the coordinate of those points? That is very important. So this point coordinate is 4, 5, children, not 0. 4, 5 it is. 4, 5, not 4, 0. 4, 5. So first x value I have given, a value I have given as 4 and b value I have given as 5 itself, isn't it? So where these two lines will intersect? At a and b itself. So intersecting at a and b. So that is the correct answer. Move on to the next problem, children. For what value of k? So very important problems all these are. Do the equation 3x minus y plus 8 equals to 0 and 6x minus ky equals to minus 16 represent coincident lines? See here they are asking for what value of k these two equations will represent coincident line. So coincident line means they will be having infinitely many solutions. So to have infinitely many solutions, all ratios will be equal. So we have to solve on the basis of that. So for that, first we have to check whether the given equations are in standard form or not. Yes, this is in standard form and this is not in a standard form. So hence this minus 16 you have to transfer this side. So it will become plus 16. So before that, see the options 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, 2, minus 2. Consider the equations. So it is in standard form, not a problem for us. So second one, as I said, minus 16 I have transferred this side and I have got plus 16. Now find the values. So A1 value is 3 children and B1 value is minus 1. C1 value is 8. Similarly, A2 is 6. B2 is minus k children. So here minus k, not only plus k, it is minus k. And C2 is 16 children. Now let us find the ratios. So first is A1 by A2. So A1 by A2 is 3 by 6. Let me cancel this. 3 1s and 3 2s. So answer is 1 by 2 for us. Next B1 by B2. So here minus and minus get cancelled. We get 1 by k. Next C1 by C2. So we get 8 by 16. So here 8 1s and 8 2s. So we get 1 by 2 itself here also. But keep it in the mind. Here very important thing is, see, all ratios will be equal for coincident lines. So you can compare these two ratios. A1 by A2 equals to B1 by B2, or you can compare this one. B1 by B2 is equals to C1 by C2. Children, here 1 by 2 is missed. Kindly note it down. So why you can compare this or this means, because these are coincident lines. In case if they are talking about parallel line, means these two should not compare. B1 by B2 should not compare to C1 by C2, because here these two ratios are not equal. So but here you have a chance. For this problem you have a chance. So any ratios can be compared. As I said, these two or these two. Now I am comparing this one, it's the first one, these two. So 1 by 2 and 1 by k. Now let us do the cross multiplication for this, children. 1 into k is k and 2 into 1 is 2. Therefore k equals to 2. So option C is correct. Move on to the next one, children. Of the lines given by 3x plus 2ky equals to 2 and 2x plus 5y plus 1 equals to 0 are parallel. See, now they are talking about parallel. So parallel means first two ratios will be equal and last one will be unequal. Then the value of k is, options are minus 5 by 4, 2 by 5, 15 by 4, 3 by 2. So check whether both the equations are in standard form or not. See, it is not in standard form. So 2 you transfer this side. This is in standard form. Yeah, here I have transferred to left side. And next consider the another equations. Now find the values of A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2, C2. So A1 value is 3, B1 value is 2k, C1 value is minus 2, A2 value is 2, B2 value is 5, C2 value is 1. Find the ratios now. A1 is 3 by 2. You cannot simplify this. It's in standard form. Let it be 3 by 2 itself. Next, B1 by B2 is 2k by 5. And C1 by C2 is minus 2 by 1. So it means here you will get minus 2 only. Now which one you will compare? You wanted to find k value. You have to compare these two itself. Don't compare these two, because the B1 by B2 is not equals to C1 by C2 according to the table. Okay, now do the cross multiplication, children, here. So 2 into 2k is, we get 4k, and 3 into 5 is 15. Now 4 you transfer this side, we get it in denominator. So 15 by 4 is correct one. So the right answer is option C. Move on to the next one, children. The value of C, for which the pair of equations cx minus y equals to 2 and 6x minus 2y equals to 3 will have infinitely many solutions. See, they are talking about infinitely many solutions. When they are having infinitely many solutions, so we can compare any ratio. So here the given equations, given options are 3, minus 12 and no value. So first check the given equations whether it is in standard form or not. So it is not in standard form, hence 2 you transfer this side, and here also 3 is transfer this side. So we get this equation, and next we get this equation, and here obviously let us find the values of a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2. So a1 value is 3, b1 value is -1, c1 value is -2, and a2 value is 6, b2 value is -2, and c2 value is -3. Let us find the ratio still. So a1 by a2 is c by 6, and b1 by b2 is -1 by 2. Here minus and minus get cancelled, and we get 1 by 2. Next c1 by c2 children. So here also minus and minus get cancelled, and we get 2 by 3. Now if you use your mind work, no, you can easily answer. See here they're talking about infinitely many solutions. So infinitely many solution means all ratios should be equal. See here b1 by b2 answer. Is b1 by b2 is same? No, here we have 1 by 2, and here we have 2 by 3. Hence we can say it has no value as answer. But if you want you solve it here. So first let me take these two, and later on you can compare these two. You have to compare children. Both also you have to compare here. So c by 6 equals to 1 by 2. Do the cross multiplication. So 2c equals to 6 we will get, and later on if you simplify that we get c equals to 3. And as I said, now you have to compare this. C by 6 equals to 2 by 3. So let us simplify this children. Here 3 ones and here 3 twos, and do the cross multiplication. So here 2 is there, and here also 2 is there. 2 into 2 is 4. So c equals to 4. C is getting 2 answers here, not 1 answer. Therefore we can conclude that it has no value. See, instead of doing these and getting confusion, so don't want all these things. After finding the ratio itself, you can be easily understood that it has no values, because b1 by b2 is not equals to c1 by c2 according to the problem what just said it. Move on to the next one children. One equation of a pair of dependent linear equation is, see they are talking about dependent linear equation. So minus 5x plus 7y equals to 2. The second equation can be, so given options are, so this is the a1 and this is b1 and this is the c1 and this is the d1. So dependent means we get it, dependent is only for coincident line, means all ratios should be equal children. So for that the given equation is what? First consider that. So that is not in standard form. Let me write off in a standard form this one. So my plus 2 we have transferred that side. We have what? Minus 2. Next see, D will be the exact answer for this one. So how? Let us check that. See here minus 4 transfer this side. We get it to plus 4. Now write down equations one under one and check the answer. See here 5 ones and 5 twos. So we get it here option, ratio is 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2 children. And here 7 ones and 7 twos. Here plus is there and here minus is there. So plus divided by minus is minus. So we get minus 1 by 2 here. And here 2 ones and 2 twos. So minus divided by plus is minus only. So here also we will get it minus 1 by 2. See, all ratios are equal. So hence this is the correct one. As I said, dependent, no. So dependent means infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solution is related to all ratios are equal. Therefore D is the correct answer. Move on to the next one children. If two equations have exactly one solutions, they are talking about exactly one solutions and are in the form of a1 by a2 which is not equals to b1 by b2, then they are, as you look at this one and as you hear this word exactly one solution, it is related to intersecting line. So here the correct option is B. Move on to the next one. If x equals to a, y equals to b is the solution of the equation x minus y equals to 2, and x plus y equals to 4. Then the values of A and B are respectively. Options are 3 and 5, 5 and 3, 3 and 1, -1 and -3. See x value how much we are getting? A. Y value how much we are getting? B. So for these two equations, now we have to find what could be the values of A and B. So for that, first consider the given equations and substitute the values what they have given. See, x value is how much? A. Hence in the place of x write A. So y value is how much? B. Hence in the place of y write B. So similarly do for this equation. So we get A plus B equals to 4. And you know that how to solve these two equations by elimination method. So you can easily solve off this one, children. See, these two variables have same coefficient with a different sign. Hence minus b and plus b get cancelled, and add these two. A plus a is 2a, and 2 add to 4 we get 6. So I mean 2a equals to 6, we will get it. Next this 2 transfer this side, we get it 6 by 2. At 2, children, this is. And here 2 ones and 2 threes. Therefore a is equals to how much? 3. So a value we have got. So b value we wanted to get it. So for that, a value substitute in this equation. Any equation you can substitute, either this or this, but I am substituting on this equation. So consider this equation. A value is 3. So in the place of a, substitute 3. Now this minus b transfer this side, it will become plus 3, and this plus 2 transfer this side, it will become minus 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So b value is 1. A value is 3. So 3 and 1. So that is option C. Move on to the next one, children. Aruna has only rupee 1 and rupees 2 coins. If the total number of coins that she has is 50 and the amount of money with her is rupees 55, then the number of rupee and 2 rupees coins are respectively. Options are 35 and 15, 35 and 20, 15 and 35, 25 and 25. Children, this problem you can be done by using mind work also, or else it can be solved by using a normal method. See here, Aruna has two different kinds of the coin. One is rupee 1 and another one is 2 rupees coins. And total how many coins are there? 50 coins there. And amount of money is how much? 75. See, by using total number of coins, we have to form first equation. So here we don't know number of coins of rupee 1 and rupee 2, so that we take it as number of 1 rupee coin is x and number of 2 rupee coins is y. So these two numbers sum is how much? 50. So x plus y equals to 50. This you call it as equation number 1. And this 75 is there, no, this is related to amount. So x is for 1 rupee coin, hence multiply 1 to x. So 1 to x, if you multiply, you will get it x here. And y is for 2 rupee coins, hence 2 you have to multiply to y, it will become 2y. And these two amount is 75. So this is a way of framing the second equation. Children, I repeat again. So first equation I have framed on total number of coins. So total number of x coins and y coins, that is 50. Hence I have added x plus y equals to 50. And second one I have framed on the basis of amount. Now let us solve these two equations, children. So these two variables have same coefficient with same sign. Hence we have to subtract, make it minus, 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 and plus x minus x get cancelled. And here if you subtract, we'll get minus y, and here we get minus 25, and here minus and minus get cancelled. Therefore y value is how much? 25. So y value we have got, that is 25. Now again, to get x value, substitute y value in equation 1. So x plus y equals to 50. In the place of y here substitute 25. Or 25 transfer this side, we get 50 minus 25. So that is x equals to 25, not 50, children. So 50 minus 25 means here we will get 25. So therefore x also 25 and y also 25. Therefore the correct option is option D. But as I said, how to use mind work, you know. See here, rupee 1 there. 25 is related to 1 rupee coin. So if you have 25 coins of 1 rupee, you will get 25 only, isn't it? And 2 rupee coins is related to 25. So 2 rupees 25 coin means you will be having 50 rupees. Now add these two, 25 plus 50 is equals to 75 rupees. So 75 rupees you have. And add these two coins also. So 25 plus 25 is 50 coins. That is also important. If you are checking only for a total number of coins and if you are not checking for amount means it will go wrong. And if you are checking only for the amount and not checking for the number of coins means again it will go wrong. See, if you want to check, you check it for B. You will be in confusion again if you find it only for amount. And here also, see 35 and 15 there. So that 1 rupee 35 coin means you will get it 35 rupees only. And 15 2 rupee coin means 30. So 30 plus 35 is 65. But if you add, you will get 50 coins only. See, amount we are not getting correctly for this. We are getting total number of coins. So for both it has to be satisfied. So that is a very important thing, you wanted to keep it in the mind. So move on to the another problem. The father age is 6 times his son age. 4 years hence, the age of father will be 4 times his son age. The present age in years of son and father are respectively 4 and 24, 5 and 30, 6 and 36, 3 and 24. Children, very simple problem. Understand the problem first. So father age is 6 times his son age. So we don't know father age and son age. So their age you take it as x and y. So x be the present age of father. So father age I am taking it as x and son age I am taking as y. So if you want to take x, you can take it as son age, and y you can take it as father age, not a problem. So 4 years hence, I mean 4 years later. So whenever the word hence is used, later means after. The father will be 4 times his son age. Means 2 condition is given. So this is the first condition. Father age is 6 times his son age. So for that condition, we can write the statement like this: x equals to 6y. So father is equals to 6 times of son age. So second condition is what? 4 years later father age. So father present age, what we have taken? X. So 4 years later father age will be x plus 4. So this x plus 4 is equals to 4 times of son age, that is 5 plus 4. Now we have to solve these two conditions. So first let us simplify this. So x plus 4 as it is. So 4 multiplied to y, we get 4y, and again 4 multiplied to 4, we get 16. And here let us transfer this 4y this side, and this 16 also transfer this side. It will become minus 16. So minus 16 plus 4 means minus 12 we get, and this is the second equation. And in second equation, see, in the first equation we have x value generally. So x value 6y. So in the place of x you substitute. So instead of going for elimination method, by substitution method we can be solved this one easily. So in the place of x I am substituting x value. So I'll get 6y minus 4y equals to 12. Now subtract these two. 6y minus 4y is 2y is equals to 12. Now let us simplify this. 2 ones and 2 6. Therefore y is equals to 6. Now this y value substitute in any one of the equation, either this or this. So equation 1 is very simple one. Hence in the place of y in equation 1 substitute. So I substituted 6 here. So 6 6 is 36. So y value is 6, x value is 36. So which option is correct one? So this option C is correct. Move on to the next one, children. In the general form of pair of linear equation, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0, where a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2 are, these are whole numbers, real numbers, integers and co-prime numbers. So when I started this class, there I clearly said that the general form and what could be the values of these. So these are real numbers. Dear students, I hope you have understood all these very important multiple choice questions. If you practice all these kind of the problems, so for your examination it will be very helpful, and you will get it only these kind of the problems. They may change the values. There is no other options to ask other than these kind of the questions. So practice very well. The next video we come up with another chapter. Thank you. So still, if you have not subscribed for my channel, kindly subscribe and share.